Awesome. Hello, Chitra. How are you today?
Great, Priya, how are you?
I'm good. You have so much smile on your face.
Yeah, I've been very happy last couple of weeks, so yeah, that's why the
Mm.
smile.
Awesome. Yes, I really want to hear more of that. Yes, and everyone also watching us probably is like, why is she happy? Why so? Yeah, what happened? But first, let's start from the beginning. So please introduce yourself to us. Tell whatever you want to say about yourself. Yes, who you are, where do you live, and yeah, what do you do?
I'm Chitra, and I am basically from India, moved to Australia 4 years back, and by profession, I'm a software engineer. So have been doing this for like more than 10 years. Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And tell me, Chintra, what was the reason that you connected with me?
The reason that I connected with you was I walked out of a very long-term relationship. I was married for 7 years, and before that, we dated for 2 years. So it was like all in all 9 years long relationship. And once I walked out, I was like, I did not give the time to process my emotions, and I was just running around from situations and keeping myself busy every time. But I wasn't really dealing with it well, and
Mm-hmm.
and I felt that because of that separation, I had become emotionally numb.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't feel any emotions, and my some of my friends pointed out that I need some help or time process everything. And that's when I started looking for people for therapies. But I did not want psychologist or
Standard therapy.
yeah, because I'm a very spiritual person at heart.
Mm.
I wanted someone who has some spiritual connection, some holistic healing experience so that I could connect with the person. And when I first spoke to you, I could feel that. So yeah, that's how I decided to go with you.
Yes, that's interesting because many women, yes, I get that feedback that they connect with me because of that spiritual connection and they feel the depth. It's way much more than coaching. It's not a therapy at all, yes, but it's bigger and it's better,
Yeah.
yes. And that the depth of the work and the connection is like exactly what we crave the most, yes, what we look for, and not just in a romantic relationship but in all relationship that we have, yes, with girlfriends, with family, yes, even like with colleagues. So yes, I'm glad that you connected with me. So let's go back. I know lots of things change and you are in a completely, different person right now, different reality, yes. But let's go back, yes, even it may be a little bit like uncomfortable. Three months back, yes, when we had that first call,
Yeah.
what really sparked to you to say yes to yourself, that you decided that yes, I need it, yes, I need that work, and I need, to work with Kinga with that program.
Yeah. I think because I walked out of a relationship, there was a lot of guilt tripping from people.
Mm.
And I was carrying that burden, and I could feel that heaviness in my chest every morning I woke up. Like, even if I walked out from a relationship that I did not want, there were people telling me, and there were no family support or people supporting my decision. And there were people telling me that you're being very selfish, this and that. So I was like torn between my decision and what's the right thing to do, what's the right
Mm.
thing for me, what's the right thing for the people. And I was carrying that heaviness in my chest and in my body. And at one point, like I could feel the pain, like I could feel pain in my shoulders, my
Mm.
neck, and I used to feel very tired all the time. And when I first spoke to you, I wasn't sure if I want to go for a therapy. I was still in trial phase. I was like, I don't know if a person can understand me, because I spoke to two psychologists before you, and I couldn't connect with them.
Mm,
Like, I felt like they are not able to understand, but with you, I felt that, like, you are understanding what I'm trying to tell you, and yeah, what I'm going through. And
mm.
I'm a person who is not very well with words, so sometimes people have to extract information. um so you were able to do that, so I felt very comfortable with you, and
I
that,
remember that.
yeah.
Yes, yes. And because I felt you, yes, I felt you. I experienced that. I've been there,
Yeah,
and that makes it easier when you have your own experience. You walk talk, and I remember that, that moment where we connected, and I said to you, if you need some time, yes, just give it to yourself.
yeah.
It's not like racing. Yes, I'm here for you anytime. And few hours later, you reach out and said, you're like, yes, I'm ready, king guy.
I think it was just the inner calling, like it just
Yeah,
felt right.
exactly. It
Yeah,
felt right.
yeah,
Yes, beautiful. And I'm so glad that you've done that work, because you are completely new person right now. And I remember when you said that you wake up every morning with that heaviness and even hesitation to live and to enjoy the life, and you knew deeply that that's not you. You don't want that, and it's such a burden.
yeah.
So what changed since then?
Um, so I think the turning point was my last session with you, when we released a lot of family trauma, and I didn't
Mm,
even know that I was carrying that. I think I was carrying a lot of burden from my childhood, where I was carrying a lot of anger against my parents, even against few of the very close friends who
mm,
not understand what I was going through, and were trying to fit me in their own way, and wanted me to behave the way they wanted me to, and
yes.
it kind of created a lot of burden, and I was carrying that anger and resentment or whatever. um, and that got released in the last session. Like, I kind of made peace with it.
Mm,
Yeah, and that was the turning point for me. And since then, I have not felt that pain in my chest or that heaviness. Like, since then, I have, like, it felt like I've created some space inside me, like around
mm,
my heart. Like, I feel that I can give or receive love. Like, I've created that
mm,
space for myself. And I feel so happy. Like, every morning I wake up, I'm happy, I'm excited about the day. And I plan things now, what I feel like doing, what I feel like enjoying. And yeah, the last couple of weeks have been great. Like, I feel a major shift in my energy. Thanks to you.
yes. And to yourself as well. You allow yourself that the breaking point was, as you said, like that space in your heart, like you open your heart.
Yeah,
Because the main blockage that you had, and like we knew both about it, the closed heart.
yeah,
It's so easy to go with light, yes, with the closed heart, but
yeah,
then nothing new is coming, nothing exciting, nothing beautiful. It's almost like we block all the best, yeah, is in life.
yeah. That's true. I agree.
How would you describe that feeling of bliss that you are right now in your life? And I know, like we know, it's not just today; it's been for weeks already. Yeah, that bliss of open heart for you. How would you explain it for someone who is looking for that, who maybe experienced that in the past, maybe not yet, but really want to experience that?
Yeah. The first feeling was a lot of self love and appreciation for myself. Definitely, I felt very released in my body, very light, and I wake up with a lot of hope and excitement for the day. And yeah, and since then, I've been able to connect with my, I would say, my tribe, like women I have been talking to people, but I wasn't able to connect. But I have been able to connect better because I've opened myself, maybe. Like I'm less scared and less fearful about what might happen. Yeah. So that way I have become a bit reckless. Reckless is not the right word. Reckless as in more free, more free.
Mm,
Let it
yeah,
come. We'll see and what happens. But be in the moment and enjoy the moment rather than being worried about what's going to happen in future. So that's
that's all about it. When we let go the past, we make a peace, we can sit finally in that present. And I love how you explain that so beautifully and simply at the same time, that you feel in your body the physical heaviness, the pain, uh, you let it go,
yeah.
so you feel like free physically, you feel free emotionally, and that also the tangible outcome of I'm connecting with people finally in a way I wanted.
Yeah, 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 I do. And I can see that difference. Yeah.
Mhm. What would you say for you it's the biggest takeaway from the program that you've done with me?
Um, the biggest takeaway would be the knowledge of self-love, like how you can love yourself without feeling guilty about it.
Mm,
And you don't owe someone else's happiness. The only happiness you owe is to yourself. And you can't make others happy until unless you are happy. And
yes.
no one else can make you happy. It's all your work.
Your work, your responsibility and
Responsibility.
commitment as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What would you like to say to women who are thinking why it's worth it to join the program and work?
I think if they are just not looking for a therapist, but a friend, and to connect with someone who has actually gone through that journey and can understand you deeply and not just try to give you therapy on a superficial outer layer, but
Mm,
who has experienced themselves. Yeah, and the confidence that you created for me and how safe you made me feel, I think like it's a safe space. I felt that it was a safe space to open up. Like it took me a while, but yeah, I could open up, and that's a big thing for me because yeah, so
and
that,
even if you couldn't open up at the beginning, I still felt you and I understood you. As you said, there is sometimes we are lacking of words, but the feeling of, that deep connection and channeling each other, it make it like, yes, like I
yeah,
know what you want to say.
yeah.
And another thing I think that it's also worthwhile to say, the connection with other soul sisters.
Yes, yeah. So, like, I'm very grateful for all the women I could connect because of you and how, like, I had a lot of friends, but I just felt that they couldn't be on the same page as me, and I couldn't feel heard by them. But when I connected with the women who have gone through this therapy, and I think we are at the same vibration right now, and we are pushing each other so much. That's a big deal. Like it's hard to find, but it's not impossible. That's what I've learned. And
Mm.
once you're in that vibration, you find your own people. And I could. So really grateful.
Beautiful, yes, and it's something that you feel already invited and belong, even though you just met them.
Yeah.
The connection, it's like it has that depth and authenticity. And as you said, I love how like each woman like challenge, push, cherish, support, hold that space as well.
Yeah.
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 And you already made some closer connections, right? With
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Now, like it's been few weeks in the conversation, and we are talking about life as if we know each other. It's each other for eons of time, and it's effortless. Like sometimes friendship becomes burden, and this one doesn't feel like burden. It feels like okay, somewhere you can open up without being judged. Yeah.
Yes, because the inner work that you do, and I've done before too, it just changed life forever. It changed connection and relationships forever.
Yeah.
And you know that you can be so different than another person, but the depth and that love, that authenticity make it so easy and flowing as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful, lovely. Tell me, like at the end, I don't want to keep you for long. What is for you waiting? What action, if you want to share, for you, where are you going, and like how do you see yourself? I know it's just a vision, yes, but it's also you have the clarity and certainty because you said that like I want to take action and I'm taking actions and like I'm looking forward, yes, to the
Yeah.
future. So tell me a little bit about that.
Um, so uh, right now I'm single, happily single, but I would want to attract a relationship wherein we are companions of each other and have a happy family and not get stuck in the same cycle that I was stuck in. So that's something that I'm working on, and also be more independent. Like I want to buy my own place, and there are some more stuff, travel around the world once this COVID is over, connect with more like-minded people, and keep loving myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are some of the goals I've set for myself: happy family, travel, more independence, and yeah, just go with the flow. Yeah.
And what do you right now feel and think about the future relationship?
So I think I'm open and I'm ready. I think I was dating before the therapy, but I wasn't open for it. And
Mm.
I was very guarded when I met new people. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be with that person. What do I want to do? So I was always in confused state of mind. But now, if the right person comes, I'm open to accept,
Mm.
open to.
Wonderful. I can see that excitement. And remember, even last time when we connected, you said you ask yourself a few times, and every time you answer, yes, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. And that was like, and I was like, yes, she's ready because right now she's fully giving herself permission to receive that love, give love,
Yeah.
and create something beautiful. So I have no doubt that this is coming to your life. But yes, the most important for you is to cultivate that self love, that bliss, that joy that you were waiting for so long. And now it is in your life. So tap into that as long as possible, all your life. And
Yeah.
I wish you that from all my heart.
Thank you so much, Priya.
Thank you so much, Lovely, for the beautiful talk and sharing your own experience. And we will be in touch for sure. And if any woman would like to connect with you, is it okay for you to connect with you? Just share,
Yeah,
like, yeah,
sure.
beautiful.
Yeah, I would love to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Have a lovely day,
Yeah.
and we'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.